What's going on, guys? It is Patrick back with another video today. Today, Limited MTG. Sorry, forgot to do the whole intro. Patrick back with another video for Limited MTG. And today we're drafting another Vintage Cube, so let's get into it. So, with our first pick, we have some good options. I am a big Exhume believer. Also, Grizzlebrand, which is a fantastic reanimated target, obviously. It's a Dark Ritual, Brain Maggot, Nissa, Consider. There's some goodies in this pack. It's overall not a particularly strong pack. The issue is if we take Grizzlebrand, we won't wheel Exhume. If we take Exhume, we probably won't wheel Grizzlebrand. So I don't know of those two which is more likely to wheel. Probably Grizzlebrand, but I guess we can take Grizzlebrand here. It's obviously one of the best reanimate targets. But if we it's probably better to take Exhume. Let's take Exhume. I'm not 100% sure if that's better, but I'm in to take it here. Here there's a Toxic Deluge, which I do really like a lot. There's also an Underworld Breach, which could be kind of fun, especially if you can wheel that Dark Ritual. There's a Lotus Petal, Aether Channeler. I mean, the right pick here is probably Toxic Deluge, but I could take Underworld Breach and just kind of do some kind of fun stuff if we felt so inclined. I think I'm more inclined to go with Deluge here. Breach might even wheel. I'm just gonna take the Deluge and stick in black. There aren't really many other good cards from other colors here that I would be interested in change. I mean, obviously Green Sun's solid. There's some solid white stuff, but I'm okay just taking the Deluge here and seeing if we can solidify some kind of black reanimator start. Alright, here there's nothing along the lines of like black reanimator, but there is a Library of Alexandria. Really good. It's actually very strong reanimator because it gives you the ability to discard turn one on the draw, which is really sweet. So that is a pretty easy pickup there. There's also notable passes. We're passing Urza, Walking Ballista, Questing Beasts, but I think this is a pretty easy library here. Alright, if we can follow it up with an Ancient Tomb maybe. Say pretty strong in the same colors. I'm kind of in for that. Other cards of note, there's Chandra, Primetime, Wasteland, Temporal Mastery. But I think that we don't even know at this point we're going to be in black because we've had two packs of like not really many good black options. So I'm okay just taking the strong land here that goes in any deck. Library also goes in any deck, so those are both very safe picks. Alright, and here's a Shallow Grave. Okay. So that's a second reanimate spell now. So now I'm feeling pretty good about going some kind of reanimator route. If we can wheel that Grizzlebrand, I'll be very happy. Nothing else in the pack that I really want that badly either, so I'm super happy with this Shallow Grave. And there's an Infernal Grasp or a Sheoldred's Edict. Of the two, Sheoldred's Edict is more versatile, but Infernal Grasp has more selection. I don't know that this is right, but I'm actually just going to take the Infernal Grasp here. Because we already have Toxic Deluge to deal with, like, stuff that can't be targeted. So I'm okay taking the Infernal Grasp. There's also a Mishra's Bauble, but I don't feel too strongly about taking that. At some point, we'll probably edge to a second color. Okay, so Grizzlebrand is gone. But we have Brain Maggot and Hypnotic Spectre, which are both reasonable cards. There's a Simian Spirit Guide as well, which is interesting, but probably not a card we're going to take. Do you just take Brain Magnet? I'm kind of in for Brain Maggot. It's pretty strong on turn 2. Just taking a card out of your opponent's hands, and I'm sure we'll get some reanimate. Again, I would rather have a bunch of reanimate spells in pack one than a bunch of reanimate targets in pack one. So, because obviously this is Vintage Cube, there's a lot of powerful stuff, and the limiting factor there is going to be the reanimate spells. So, since we have two of those, hopefully we can pick up one or two more, and Entomb would be fantastic. And whoever picked up the Griselbrand probably isn't going to have too many reanimate spells if we're taking two of them or also. So, again, I'm glad that we got the Exhume and not the Griselbrand. Given that we actually ended up receiving Shallow Grave, it probably makes it a little more awkward, but I'm still pretty happy with that. We can take like Burst Lightning here for some early interaction, maybe. Or Duretti. Could be interesting. Probably not. Green Suns, Talisman of Resilience. Let's see here. I guess we just take the Burst Lightning here for some cheap early interaction. I'm kind of in for that. I don't really see anything else that I like too much. Um, and again, like, really, I mean, Archon of Cruelty would be great, and then other reanimate targets, you know, there's some goodies. We can get some, eh, I don't know. We'll, we'll, we'll see them when we see them, but we will definitely see them though. I have no worries about not finding some reanimate targets. Okay, here there's Questing Beast, Voldaren Epicure, Wheel of Misfortune. I mean, I don't even know, man. I'll just take like Questing Beast here. I guess I'm not even sure. I'm not gonna play that Bone Shards probably. Peatlands is probably okay here. Evolve Sleeper just doesn't seem like it's strong enough. We could take Prime Time, I guess, but that's a weak reanimate target. But it is a reanimate target. There's Chandra as well. I guess we'll just take Prime Time here. It seems like it's okay. I don't know that, again, it's going to be our reanimate target. We could also go red-white control. It's a really late, or sorry, black-white control with some reanimate. There's a really late Goblin Guide there, is what I was going to say. But we're still going to take this Elspeth Conquers Death, I think. Or we could take Containment Crease, because that's a really good um, counter to our deck. I think we're just going to do that. Cut the Containment Priest. Okay, it looks like white's pretty open. We could see like Prismatic Ending here. Could be interesting. Alright, there's a Nissa. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this is an interesting start. We definitely stopped seeing black cards. We'll see where this goes. Alright, we got some goodies. So we got Orcish Bowmasters, which is obviously a fantastic card that we're probably going to be taking here. There's Baleful Strix, Brazen Borrower, Coma, Luminarch Aspirant's another good one, but obviously not colors. Fable, the Mirror Breaker's fantastic also. Ashiok, Maelstrom Pulse Remand. Yeah, this is a really, really good pack. I think we're just going to take the Bowmasters, though. And then if we can go black, if we can get maybe some blue and do, like, some draw sevens, that could be kind of cute. Oh, there's a Ragavan. Okay. Or we can just take the Ragavan. There's also a Dothy Voidwalker. Um, we'll probably get one of these three black cards back, and whatever one comes back, I'll pretty happily play. The Dothy Voidwalker obviously just kind of wrecks our deck. So I would love to get that back, but if we don't, then that seems okay still. This is kind of going to be a weird, like, I mean, Ragavan just is good in any deck, especially if we're already kind of thinking red as well. I suppose you could have made the case also that it was right for us to just stay in black and kind of go harder on that, but I'm pretty happy taking the Ragavan there. Alright, here's a Thoughtseize, which is probably what we'll take. There's a Glorybringer, which is obviously still very good. Scrubland, Season Pyro, Blightsteel, which is not a reanimate target. I guess we're just going to take the Thoughtseize here. I mean, worst case, I can't see us really ever doing this, but we can Thoughtseize ourselves to discard a card. I've never had to do that. I really would love to see some reanimate targets. Coma is, again, an okay reanimate target. But I would rather see some other stuff. Alright, so there's a Time Twister. Time Twister might be just too good, and I might just have to take that, especially with the Orcish Bowmasters. There's also a Custody Glitch, and there's a Grave Titan, which I really like a lot, too. In terms of what's best, I mean, it's probably right to take... Well, I mean, it's tough. With the Orcish Bowmasters, it could very well be correct to just take the Time Twister, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And then we just need some more fixing. This is also a miscalc. I mean, there's some good cards here. We might even wheel a Grave Titan, so that's not impossible. Let's just do that. Here's a Concealing Curtains. Card's fine. Actually, I didn't even see that. There's a Traxa. Okay. Well, that's a great reanimate target, and that's what we're going to be going with for now. I don't know how I almost missed a Traxa there. At some point, we're going to want some more fixing. But, okay, we have the green-white fetch land, which is, like, the literal least helpful thing. Blood Tithe, Upheaval, Bowmat, Pentad Prism, Scarab God, Go for the Throat. How good is Scarab God in this deck? It's just not that good in general. It's fine. Take Pentad Prism if we're desperate, but I don't really feel like I would like to do that. To Go for the Throat. See Blood Tithe. I just feel like we're already quite good against creature decks with Toxic and Infernal Grasp. We still should probably just take like this Go for the Throat though. I'm not sure. Obviously we'd like to see maybe one more reanimate target, one more reanimate spell, and one more draw 7 and one more way to like Orcish Bowmaster type effects, but more like an R set. It's probably a little too greedy, given that we have one pack left and it's a 6-player draft. So, but I'm willing to shoot for the stars here. Okay, so we wield Coma, which again is a solid reanimate target. There's Ashiok as well, which is definitely a good way to win the game. Ophiomancer as well. That's tough. And Luminarch Aspirant Wheel. That's crazy. I think we're just supposed to take the Coma here, but I could totally see taking Ashiok. I do really like Ashiok. But Ashiok might even wheel. Let's take the Coma here. It might be a little aggressive, but I think we can wheel one of those two cards. Okay, so the Dauthi Voidwalker got taken. We wheeled the Turok and the Gonti. Which of these two would we rather have? I'm not sure which one's better. There's also Spire Bluff we can take for some fixing. But I think I'm kind of willing to cut Time Twister if we get enough synergy going with the black. Oh man, that's tough. What's better? Let's take Gonti. I'm not sure that's right, but I do really like Gonti. Here there's a Scrublands, which I guess is fine. We're not really going to be playing anything else. It's actually funny if we find a free green source, we can actually just cast Atraxa, I suppose. Okay, Grave Titan did wheel. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I'm happy having the Grave Titan. Okay, Concealing Curtains is another playable that wheeled. So now we have a bunch of playables. We can probably focus a little bit more on in the third pack on Vindicate. I don't hate that. I don't like Pentad Prism very much. We can probably focus a little bit more on picking up some fixing, especially since we have 2 colorless lands right now, which is a little rough. And the Ancient Tomb is not particularly great in this deck, but I mean, I think we still are just gonna play it. We might cut it, given excuse me. Depending on our mana constraints, we might end up cutting it. But right now, for sure, it's in for sure right now. So we'll see where we end up on that front. Oh, we will Spire Bluff. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So all right, that's some free fixing. And Rafellos. Okay. All right, so pack 3, our best first pick is probably just Entomb, followed by some Reanimate spell. Entomb would just be so gross here. Okay, we do not have Entomb. We do have Vampiric Tutor. We have Blooming Marsh, Zagoth Triome. Oh, we're not in blue. Or sorry, not in green. What am I thinking? For either of those cards. Okay, so this is really not a ton for us. We can do... we can take Wooded Foothills and hope that we get another land, but right now it's just so weak. Vampiric might just be the best option. Is it possible? I just feel like without us picking up like a red-black or like one of 4 cards, this card, the Wooded Foothills, is not going to do a lot. Yeah, I think Vampiric Tutor might just be the best option for us, unfortunately. But it is really versatile. Okay, well, now we have fixing from Verdant Catacombs, but again, kind of the same problem as the red-green fetch. But there is a Sheoldred, which I will happily take. I've been in love with Sheoldred every time I've played it, so I am in for that for sure. There's a Necromancy. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a great Urza Saga deck. I don't love passing it because it's obviously very strong, but there's also a Fallen Shinobi. That could wheel, though. I mean, Fallen Shinobi goes pretty late, but I do like it a lot. I mean, there's a world where we just cut the blue and just, like, play, like, Ragavan Burst Lightning. Let's play Necromancy here, though. Again, we just need, like, Grief here. Man, this is good. This is real good. There's also a Jace, which is really tough, because we're going to need some ways to get our stuff in the graveyard. And right now, we just don't have a ton of those. So Blackleaf Cliffs. Man. Maybe it's right to take the Jace here. As crazy as that sounds. We just don't have any ways to get anything in the graveyard. Am I crazy for doing this? You can't even target yourself with Grief. Ugh. I'm going to take Jace. I don't know that this is correct, but I need ways to get stuff in the graveyard. We don't have any yet, so I'm already taking the Jace there. There's Liliana. What does this one do again? Mill 2. Okay. It has a Mill 2 ability, so it's probably good enough, as crazy as that sounds. But we're kind of desperate to get stuff in the graveyard right now, and we only have 2 reanimate targets, one of which is the strong one. Alright. I don't think it's likely we see a reanimate this late. An Entomb this late, but it's possible. But without an Entomb type effect, this deck is definitely going to suffer. We could do the Vampiric Tutor, Liliana Miltu combo. Get something in the graveyard. We might have to, given how this is going right now. This is rough. I actually really like this deck. I just wish like an Entomb would just go so far in this deck. And we just don't have it. I would also take some fixing pretty highly here, given that we have basically no fixing. In fact, negative fixing because we have Ancient Tomb and Library that we're trying to play. It's Plateau that does nothing. Yogg's Will? Is that good for us? Probably not. This is Suspicious No Way. That's probably what we're gonna take. Just get stuff in the bin again. Pretty weak, but desperate times call for desperate measures, as they say. I don't feel too strong about anything else here. The Yawgmoth Will might even wheel, possibly. Take Suspicious Stowaway. Okay, we wheeled Consecrated Sphinx and Glasspool Mimic. Oh man, this is rough. We just have no fixing. But I don't know that we passed up on that much fixing either. Like, I guess Consecrated Sphinx is okay here. Otawara, File, Metamorphose. Probably just take Otawara here. Between blue and red, we're definitely blue now. Is it right to cut Ragavan and Burst Lightning? Just be blue-red? I guess that's possible. Sorry, black-blue, not blue-red. Ooh, Fallen Shinobi did wheel. Okay. I mean, sick with, like, Suspicious Stowaway. Is it good with, like, anything else? Concealing Curtains, I guess, is okay. Or is it better to just take the Thieving Skydiver? I guess let's take Shinobi. It looks like it could be interesting. I'm not sure it's right. It's probably actually correct to take the whatever it's called there. Here there's a Stern Scolding or a Blackleaf. So we're probably not gonna play the Stern Scolding, so let's just take the Blackleaf Gifts, I guess. And maybe there's a world where we can pull this off, although unlikely. Yeah, we are not a Through the Breach deck, unfortunately, but I will cut it here. We can look into maybe splashing Ragavan. It just depends. I don't think it's going to be right to play the Ragavan, but we'll look into it. We might just be black-blue with bad fixing. Okay, Yawgwill did wheel. Is that good enough? Probably no. Actually, definitely no. Could just take Sheoldred, which is, like, okay. I guess I cut the Yawgwill. I don't think we need Sheoldred that badly. If at all. Tendrils is kind of a fun one. Alright, maybe there was a Storm deck going, but I don't think anyone got it. Alright, and there's a Regrowth. Okay. Certainly not the best draft we've ever had, but we have some stuff here. It just is a matter of getting stuff in the bin. And I don't know how likely we are to do that. The only way we have... I mean, Time Twister doesn't even do it, because obviously you reshuffle. Wheel of Fortune would have been sick. But... Alright, let's take this to deck building. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I think this is what I'm going to roll with. Pretty close to what we had. Actually, I think it's exactly what we had at the end of the draft. We don't have many extra playables. But we do have a nice, we have 2 solid Reanimate turrets. We have Ragavan with 3 red sources. It's a little pushing it. We have Library of Alexandria. If I had another good playable to put in over Ragavan, I actually think I'd do it. I just don't want to play Yogwill or Tendrils, and those are like the only two cards that we can put in. So, I mean, we could take out Ragavan, put in Vindicate, put in Scrubland, but then we lose the blue-red and the black-red lands. Yeah, I think we're just gonna push our luck here, and I'm gonna complain about Ragavan being in my hands a lot, and it's gonna be fine. So, all right, let's see how it goes. Actually, you know what? Here, let me pause it real quick, and I'll pull up some teammates' decks. Actually, I may even need to pause it. All right. One of my teammates has not sent his yet, but the other one is running some kind of like. Looks like a Rakdos mid-range there. Oops. Don't know why that happened. Can I not drag it over? Alright, one moment. Let me figure this out. Strange. What's going on? There we go. Alright, sorry about that. So this is one of the teammates. He's running a black-red mid-range. He's got, he took the Griselbrand, he has Sheoldred, Goldspan Dragon. He has some interesting stuff going on here. And then it looks like our other teammate is on, he hasn't sent a deck list yet, but he said Tinker / Upheaval. So that sounds like a really fun deck to play against. But yeah, I will go ahead and submit the deck, and I'll see you guys in round one. Let's go. Actually, before we start round one of my teammates just sent me his deck. Mox Sapphire, Mox Diamond, Lotus Petal, Mana Drain, Duretti. Got some interesting stuff. Tinker for Portal or Mere Battlesphere. Upheaval. Looks interesting. And he has Fable, which is sick. Full Citadel. Alright. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, sorry. Now I will actually see you in round one. See you there. Alright. Here we are in game one. We are on the draw, which means that I actually don't hate keeping this and then going Library, Pitch, Consecrated Sphinx turn one. Hopefully we draw a reanimation spell at some point, but knowing us, we definitely will. Consecrated Sphinx is a fine reanimate target. Obviously, it would be sick if we just drew like Atraxa, reanimate, exhume something right off the top. Oh, hold on. I'll still take it. That's a sick draw too. Okay. So let's pitch the Atraxa. All going according to plan. It doesn't even matter, because now... Oh, he kept a one-lander and is passing. I know that he doesn't have Mana Tithe because I was told that he doesn't have Mana Tithe because one of my teammates has it. So, with that in mind, you can play a little bit more... less carefully. Alright, we have 8 cards in hand. Let's go land, library, draw a card. Okay. And pitch like... Here we can probably pitch like a swamp. What is this? Karakas? Okay. Alright, so now we probably want to Pitch the Consecrated Sphinx. Obviously, if we get Atraxa in the battlefield, it's still fine regardless, but I think we still just are going to want to, like... Okay, let's go Spire Bluff. Draw a card. And actually, let's just play out Jace. Obviously, the longer we can keep this Library of Alexandria online, the better it is for us. And if he wants to counter Jace, then that's not a huge deal. Yeah. So. Okay. Again, Library's been great for us so far. We've drawn 3 cards. That's right. Just plain stupid. Okay. Discard Consecrated Sphinx. Reanimated target. Alright, passing back. Okay. I mean, yeah, it ended up basically just being the same as if I'd just passed it in the first place. Okay, so let's go Library, draw a card. Vampiric Tutor. Let's go get Exhume. Put it on top. But we don't even have to do that next turn, because next turn, on his turn, we can flash in Orcish Bowmasters. And then attack, and then Ninjutsu in the Fallen Shinobi. Which will be gross anyways. Okay. Still has 4 mana up. I don't love that. But we're still going to flash in the Orcish Bowmasters here. We could have gotten the Time Twister, but I feel that with 4 mana up, it's just not a great... Like, I don't think that this is going to land or that the Orcish Bowmaster is going to survive, so... I felt like the risk of that was probably going to be big enough that it wasn't the best play. And we have enough going on in the graveyard that we would have lost. Okay. So now we can... Oh shoot, I should have activated Library. That was a big mistake. Okay. Guess we attack here. Okay. Let's activate the Shinobi. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't expect it to make contact, but if it does, then that's great. Okay, it did. What do we get? Okay, sure. Sounds about right. Council's Judgment. Okay. Yeah. Sounds reasonable. And the good news is now that's off the table and cannot be used against like Consecrated Sphinx or whatever. Okay, Shallow Grave is actually a great draw because now we can Shallow Grave. Well, actually, do we draw a card first with Library? Guess we do. Okay, then we can go Shallow Grave. Oh, wait a minute. That was a... Ugh, what am I doing? Yeah, I should have exhumed first. I meant to exhume and then Shallow Grave, get Atraxa and Consecrated Sphinx back. Now it's way worse. Because now he can just bounce Atraxa back to my hands. And I have no way to make him draw cards. Jeez. Alright, so I guess I just, like, pass back now. Man, I'm throwing this game. Because it should have been that I had Atraxa back with haste, draw like 4 cards, and then bring back the Consecrated Sphinx to stay. And that would have been gross. But whatever. Hit him for 5 at least. I mean, that's not nothing. I guess before it does damage, I guess we're going to cast the Bowmasters, hit him for 2 more. So now he'll go to 6. But man, just some careless mistakes. Yeah, alright. Stupid. Wrath of God. Okay. Well, now at least we still have the Exhume. So maybe this does work out after all. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Gonzi. Alright, he is Hull Breacher. What do I want to get back? So, Shallow Grave, but that would only give back the Orcish Bowmasters. But I can set up a turn. So if I go Torrential Gearhulk, I would need 8 mana in order to go... Have I played a land this turn? I have not. Okay. So if I play a land, so I need... If I go Torrential Gearhulk, I could do Exhume Torrential Gearhulk. It's probably better than Hull Breacher. Okay, let's do that. So now, assuming he doesn't kill any of my creatures, if I draw land next turn, I win. Because we'll get Exhume on Orcish Bowmasters, and then we can cast Shallow Grave with Torrential Gearhulk, which will target Atraxa. So, it's a little bit of a weird situation we find ourselves in, but it's because of mistakes that I made. 6 mana. Elspeth. Okay. That's totally cool with me. So now we can't even bounce the Jace, which means we get 2 cracks at drawing this land. Ragavan. Okay. Alright, so that should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So I don't really need him to know that I have Ragavan. Let's discard. Go for the throat. In fact, if we discard Ragavan, we lose, because then the Exhume hits Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, so let's go. So Jace now is transformed. Well, I actually didn't think about that. Oh. Well, that's actually kind of funny, because now I can double Exhume. But if I Shallow Grave, I win this turn, so I'm just going to do that. 1, 2. Exhume. Do damage to... I'll get one of those. Cool. Don't know why he conceded there. I guess he assumed that I could recast Shallow Grave, but even then. Alright. Obviously, we really don't have any changes that we can make, so I guess we're just going to ship it back, and I'll see you in game 2. Alright. On to game 2. This is a hand that is probably keepable. I don't love it. If I had like Exhume, I actually might consider just passing back turn 1 so that I could pitch. Ooh, that's a good draw. Do we just play it out? I mean, if he has Karakas, it kind of sucks, but then we just play it again next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Obviously, worse on the draw, but turn 1 Ragavan is turn 1 Ragavan. Not many things to complain about there. Oh, man. I knew he'd have it. Okay. I guess, you know, there is a real case to be made for siding in Vindicate. We're not going to use this mana anyway, so I say we do Ragavan and make him bounce it again and then Concealing Curtains. Because if we make him play with 1 less mana, the next turn we can Concealing Curtains, transform. Look at his hand. And get a 3/4 menace. Seems good. The other thing we can do, actually we can't, we need a red or blue source. That's probably not bad either. What do I want? Can probably hold off on it and just go transform Concealing Curtains. I would like to see what's in his hand, I think, more than I want to stack the top of my deck right now. Because right now I kind of just want lands. Alright, so he's got a kind of a gross hand. I think we're going to get rid of the Palace Jailer here, just because gross. But that also makes Exhume a lot worse. I still think it's the move, though. And go to attack. He'll bounce the Ragavan. Here for 3. I swear, if we lose this and go to game 3, and then we like draw Ragavan on the play, turn 1 it, and he just bounces it with the Karakas. I'm gonna be so sad. We draw a land here, preferably an island. We actually have some interesting choices that we can make. Adeline, okay. It's a solid one. Because then, like, we could consider going to get Ancient Tomb to go get Grave Titan out the following turn. Okay, I don't mind a Thoughtseize. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what he drew. This is his 4th card. If not, I'm kind of happy getting rid of Monastery Mentor, huh? I think that's okay. I think I would rather just get rid of Council's Judgment. But, I mean, there's a source where he actually can't cast it again with Torrential Gearhulk. Let's get the Council's Judgment. Okay, those are the 3 cards he has in hand. It doesn't really matter. So I guess we actually do just Vampiric Tutor here because it's free. We can't replay Ragavan or Jace, so we might as well. All right, what do we want here? Like Shieldred would be nice, but we don't have a 4th land for it. You can't remove it though if we do get Shieldred. So maybe that's just like what we get. We don't have any great options here. Time Twister seems weak because we kind of gotten his hand to a point where I'm actually okay letting him have the cards that he has. Ugh. And there's just nothing I want. Like Infernal Grasp? No. Doesn't really give us a chance to win. Liliana? Probably not. Yeah, I guess we just go get greedy and get Shieldred. I guess we'll see what happens. We're not under immediate pressure right now, so it probably gives us a good chance to win. It gives us probably the best chance to win the longer game. Alright. So he's going to attack, get a 1/1, Monastery Mentor, or Flicker Wisp. You can Flicker the Revealing Eye, but then I get to take another card, which I will happily spend my turn doing. Okay, drew a land. He's passing. Okay, so I guess he's just going to Gearhulk now. Yeah, I mean, that is not good. But there's nothing we can do about it. I guess we just pass. Are we going to have to chump the stupid Gearhulk? Guess we are, aren't we? Close to it. Ugh. Yeah. I know, buddy, I know. Mentor. Interesting that he tapped his mana like that too. Tapping 2 white sources. It's almost like he has double blue spell. Man, this is getting gross. Alright, let's see how my teammates are doing. Okay, one of them lost 1-2. I think we're going to game 3. Yeah. Alright, GG. We just need him to not have Karakas once. That would be so nice. Karakas just makes it so gross. I mean, excuse me. Is it feasible for me to side into white? I have a Scrubland and a Vindicate. I could even play Prismatic Ending, theoretically. Side out the Ragavan. Nah, I don't need the Prismatic Ending. So the question is, my Nana definitely gets worse. Or, yeah, you know what? I think it's worth it. As crazy as it sounds, I think that it's actually correct to side into white and side out red. Because Ragavan is good if I cast him on turn 1, but if not, him being able to balance both of my reanimate targets is just so gross. I need an answer, and I think that means that I have to side into white. Wait, can I add basics? Do you have to add basics beforehand? Are you kidding? Alright, well, I guess we're not siding into white. I didn't know that. So I guess we're just staying in red. That's so funny. Did not know that. Alright, well, I guess our plan is just that he doesn't draw Karakas. So, alright, I'll see you guys in game 3. Let's go. Alright, let's be on the play here. That's probably good enough. Alright, he mulled the 6. And we're going to get to Thought Season, so that's gross. Now we have a bunch of removal against him as well, so like the Gear Hulk itself isn't a huge problem. Mox Jets. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna turn 1 Wall of Omens. Yeah, let's just take the Mox Jet. There's an argument to be made there for. I mean, his hand is not great, so there's an argument to be made there for taking the Wall of Omens, but I think we're just gonna be alright doing this. If we want to Infernal Grasp the Wall of Omens, or sorry, go for the Throat It, I guess that's also a play we could make. We're good. Our hand is not great either. We're gonna need to draw something ASAP. I'm not loving the spot that we're in right now. Wall of Omens, yeah. Actually, not not the worst if I can draw an island. I don't actually mind that draw so much. There's 5 cards in hand again, and my hand sucks, so... Okay, I mean, that doesn't seem that good. Just gets to basically draw a card. Play lands. Telling my teammates that he's Time Walk. And Mox Jet. Come on, really? Okay. I mean, if we get to the point where he casts Elspeth against me, I am in some trouble. Yeah, this is not going to go well. This is so dumb. Okay. Because neither of these hit Planeswalkers. Yeah, we're just super dead here, basically. I mean, the only hope we have is either Time Twisting into something good or somehow getting Atraxa out, and I just don't know how that's going to happen at this point. We've drawn nothing this game. Bribery. Okay, so he's going to get Coma, likely. Which we just kill, and then we have it in the graveyard. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. We could do this. I mean, alright, that's actually kind of a good turn of events for us. Alright, now we just need, like, Exhume. Exhume is so good here. Come on. Okay, I mean, that's actually not horrible. That's an eventual Exhume. The only issue is that Elspeth, like, wipes my board now. So, we can get... Man, what do we want? We can get Grave Titan. We can't cast it next turn. We can get Gaunty. Necromancy. Exhume. Man, I just don't even know what we want. This is so bizarre. Elspeth is just going to be so bad next turn. And there's no way for us to just straight up kill her in my deck. I can Brain Maggot and hope he doesn't draw another land. But that seems like a weak option too. I guess if I Exhume for Coma, at least I then have a 3/3 to use to give it indestructible. But I'm just going to get, like, absolutely swarmed by the 1/1s is the issue. guess I'm not going to get that swarmed because I can just keep making 2 per turn and he makes 3 per turn. But then if he gets to -7, it's just over. And that is a problem. 2. And he will get to -7 because we can't really do anything about that. He's going to have more blockers than us always. So, yeah, this is going to get real gross real fast. I guess this is us being punished for not taking the Elspeth out of his hand at the very beginning of the game. Still no islands. Guess we just attack here. Nothing else to do. Okay, this I did not expect. Okay, so let's sacrifice something to give it indestructible until end of turn. Anyway, what's he got? Archangel Avacyn. Okay, and then I guess we're just supposed to... Oh god, this is so gross. Guess we're just supposed to kill Avacyn now. Sorry, on his upkeep, I mean. Oh, stupid, locked. Gosh. Alright. Infernal Grasp, Archangel Avacyn. We're still dead. It just... His next turn he just wins, basically. Yeah, that's gross. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it was right to take Elspeth over Moxjet? I don't know. We've also drawn kind of poorly this game, but I still could have played better. Yeah, alright. GG's. Alright, that was a tough one. We won round 1, or game 1, but ended up losing the match, unfortunately. On to the next game. See you in round 2. Alright, so here we are back for round 2. We ended up mulliganing the first hand because it was so bad that I couldn't even show it on camera. But in reality, it was like, I kind of forgot. And it was 3 islands, a swamp, an auto aura, Soaring City, a Shieldred, and a Grave Titan. And it was not... There's no place till turn 4 was probably tough. This one, on the other hand, is a lot more enticing. If I had a black source, I'd be really happy. I'll probably still keep it. Throw back the Concealing Curtains. Again, with Orcish Time Twister could be a thing. If we draw a stupid swamp, but we won't because... Oh, hello? Okay. Alright, well, I'm slightly regretting putting back the Concealed Curtains, but what's she gonna do? So now we go pass, then he plays something with 1 power, or 1 toughness, and we kill it instantly, because that's just how we roll. And then, let's see. Shinobi's not bad. Fencer. Oh, he's gonna bounce my land? That is annoying as crap. I guess we're playing Orcish Bowmasters now. It's actually a good thing that he didn't bounce the Otawara, because that allows us to still play Time Twister next turn if we want to. But I actually think we will. Even though he's going to draw more cards than us, we get to make a 7/7 and do 7 damage. Or an 8/8 if this thing lives. That's pretty gross. If he taps out, I'm feeling pretty good about doing that. Even though he draws 7 new cards. All you, take your 2 damage. Alright, pass. Okay. I'm sure he has a counter of some kind. So do we just attack here? And then next turn we can go Black Cleave into Fallen Shinobi. It still sounds pretty good. Alright. Definitely curious what this guy has, but we're just going to go ahead and attack with both, and then Fallen Shinobi. And if something bad happens, then so be it, because next turn we'll have 5 mana, and we can still Orcish Bowmasters, assuming it doesn't die this combat. Actually, no, even if it does, we can Shallow Grave it. Did I just cycle through my chance to... Alright, whatever. We're doing Time Twister now. I changed my mind. We're doing the reckless thing. We're playing this so poorly. Counterspell. Yeah, okay. I mean, the thing is like, I don't really care. I really just wish that I had gotten the Shinobi in that combat. Man, that sucks. How did I miss that? I really... Either channeler? That's gross. Don't make a bird, please. He's not going to draw a card. Return a permanent to his hand, to my hand. Okay. That's pretty gross. So I actually think we just attack with the Orcish Bowmasters. Here. He's gonna block. But then we can next turn, and this isn't going great, we can Shallow Grave and then bounce it back to our hand with the Fallen Shinobi, which is kind of cute. Okay. Assuming he doesn't have a blocker up, obviously, which is never a great assumption to make. Knowing us, we'll probably hit 2 lands from the Fallen Shinobi. This is just such a bad game from us. From me. I'm not gonna lump you guys into this. This isn't your fault. I won't blame you for this. That's actually pretty good. Oh, he's gonna get back Counterspell, I assume. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, he might. I guess he might. There's a world where he doesn't counterspell the Shallow Grave. And then we have Gauncy after. Okay, I'm not feeling horrible. Oh, no. We cannot do that. Shallow Grave. And he can counter it, but I don't know that he will. It's just not that good. Yeah, okay. So you let it resolve. Okay, so now we're going to kill the Eternal Witness. We're going to attack, and we're going to ninjutsu in the Shinobi. And then we're right back in this game, baby. Assuming he doesn't have anything to do about it. So obviously, ninjutsu is an ability, not a spell, so he can't counter it. And this puts the Orcish Bowmasters back in our hands, so it does not get exiled at the end of the turn, which is the other good piece of that. And then obviously we're going to hit some bombs as well. So, great. Please. Cool, okay. Oh, cute. Okay, he's trying to take some stuff off the top. I mean, this doesn't actually help him control... Okay. Put Subtlety into his graveyard. I guess he... Okay, Ignoble Hierarch and Impulse. Okay, I'm actually cool with both of those. I mean, obviously, anything that's not a land is great, but Impulse specifically, I'm really happy with. That's a great hit. Guess we're taking Infernal Grasp. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Okay, and just like that, I feel okay about us again. So next turn we can go Gaunty, Bowmasters, or Gaunty, Infernal Grasp. Sure. Excuse me. Zagoth Triumph. Got some black in the deck, maybe? Alright, Haruka lost game 1. So after round 1, I think we're 1 and 2, so not great, but we can still come back. It's not irredeemable. Alright, Grave Titan is an interesting draw. So let's go. We know he's Counterspell, so I'm inclined to actually go like 1, 2, Infernal Grasp. The issue is that now playing Gaunty this turn requires me going down to 4 life, which against green-blue isn't the scariest ever. Can you counter it? Perfect. Okay, I'm actually glad that he countered that. So it means he doesn't have another way to keep me from hitting him with the Fallen Shinobi this turn. Can't quite do it with Orcish Bowmasters, so let's go Gaunty. And he's okay. Cast. That's so stupid. Alright, whatever. I guess we're taking Urza Saga. I mean, it doesn't. That is so dumb. I'm telling you, that is my luck with these kinds of cards. Guess we'll attack with the Orc Army. We get to keep up Bowmasters in case he tries to do something crazy, even though he knows we have it. There's no, like... I mean, he can't Time Twister, I guess we have that, but he can't, like, Echo Vions or Time Spiral or anything too crazy without us, without our say-so. Alright. Scarab God. That's alright. Alright. Thieving Skydiver. Okay. Guess it's not stealing anything too important. And we can just take it down with the Bowmasters real fast. All right. And now we just go like, yeah, I mean now we're in good shape. So he has to block there basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grave Titan should hopefully wrap this one up. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, we can't necromancy the shinobi back on his turn. Cool. All right. I'm gonna resubmit this real fast, and we'll get back into game 2. All right, on to the next game. This is a keep for us. Pretty easy one. We're just gonna be able to. Interesting. Okay, the lead with Urza's Saga is a little interesting. That's a great draw. So now we go Thoughtseize. And then turn 2, Suspicious Stowaway. Turn 3, discard Atraxa, play Atraxa. Seems like a good start. Alright. I feel like I don't want him playing Chart a Course most of any of these cards, and if he wants to Eternal Witness for it, he's welcome to do so. Seems good. Okay. Alright, so we know that he doesn't have a way to stop this, at least in these 4 cards. So let's go Suspicious Stowaway. The next turn we should be able to get Atraxa down. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay, and again, he wasted the Urza Saga to go get a Pearl, so it's not like he did that much with the land. He just wasted it to go get a mana source. Didn't use the tap ability or anything, so. And he doesn't have a way to play the Ziggoth Triumph, or the Eternal Witness now. So, yeah, now we're just like, oh no. That is actually so annoying. I don't know if he meant to do that, but that totally messed me up. Oh no, I guess we just draw a card a turn, but like, come on, that's actually super annoying. We got to turn 3 Atraxa out. And now we do not get to do that. That's not bad though. I still think we're in okay shape here. But just remember that if he puts a card in the graveyard, a creature card in the graveyard, that he gets to bring it back with Exhume also. So I want to be wary of that as much as possible. Okay. Playing an Islands. So we still have 4 of the 5 cards in his hand. Okay, one moment, communicating with teammates real fast. All right. Deluge isn't horrible. So I guess now we just run out the Atraxa, and then if he counters it, we just exhume it next turn. But he has only one card in hand that we don't know about. If it's a counterspell, it is what it is. We're drawing 2 cards a turn right now, so I don't think we're going to fall behind too easily. Alright, so now we get to attack for 2, gain 2 life, and draw a card. Oops. Okay, Infernal Grasp is a fine draw. He loses 2 life. Yeah, this is about to get pretty gross, hopefully. Alright, so now we can go land, attack for 6. He didn't play anything on it. He didn't play the Scarab God, which implies he has something. But I still think we're going to attack here. I don't know what he has that he didn't play Scarab God for. I guess we're about to find out. Venser, okay. This is like what? Bounce Sheoldred? Just replay Sheoldred? Okay. This isn't that good. Let's go Sheoldred and Vampiric Tutor. Again, we know all 4 of the cards in his hand, so I think we're in alright shape here. And then we probably get like, let's see. Okay, this is where we get like a discard effect, a good discard effect if we had one for ourselves. This is good, like Shallow Grave. I don't even know. Sure. It's acceptable. I'm feeling okay about this. I think that he'd have a hard time, especially given that we know what 4 of the cards are in his hand coming back from this. Noble Hierarch. Oh. One moment. Okay. Noble Hierarch to Fairy. Okay, well, we know the last 2 cards in his hand are Eternal Witness and Scarab God. Definitely annoying. The good news is now we go land, attack for 1. Card image to player. Ooh, do we want to kill Teferi or do we want to get Atraxa down? I feel like we actually just want to kill Teferi right now. Because it keeps him from drawing multiple cards. Alright, Wall of Blossoms. Okay, cantrip. Sure. Eternal Witness getting back to Fairy, I guess. You can't play till next turn. That actually is pretty annoying because that means... Well, actually... Yeah, that is very annoying, actually. Okay. Sure, hit me for 3. It's acceptable. We should get a way to discard Atraxa. I mean, that would basically just be game. But nope. Okay. Alright, so... Is our game plan just attack with Suspicious Stowaway, pass? Discarding Atraxa? Actually, no, I guess we can play Shieldred now. If we... Okay, let's attack with Suspicious Stowaway. Play Shieldred. Discard Atraxa, and then next turn we should hopefully be able to win with the Shallow Grave. Shieldred. We could even Toxic Deluge, but I just don't even think we need to. So let's just land, go. And we can still Otawara if we need to. He goes to 5. We still haven't gotten to do the Shieldred Time Twister thing quite yet. Alright. Now I think we should be okay. Gosh, it's like a fly here. I'll attack with the Atraxa, with the Shallow Grave, and we should be good. Attack with Ignoble Hierarch. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Alright. He's 1 mana up. I think... Ooh. Oh, that would have been so good. Oh well. Shallow Grave. And even if he has an answer for this, then we get to go time twister, a shoulder time twister. So I'm feeling alright about this. Consider, okay. Should not matter too much. I think this is it. All right. And there we go. That is a quick round 2. We're 1-1 and on to round 3. I'll let you guys know how the team's doing and let's get the win. All right, here we are for round 3. We are on the play, and this is a sweet looking hand. Easy keep. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Bowmasters, looks like. Either way, the turn 1 Thoughtseize is really strong, so happy to do that. Alright, what do we want to get rid of here? Utopia Sprawl. He kept a 1-lander, so it looks like that's just kind of going to be a good card to take away there. Okay. Alright, hopefully he doesn't draw another land. Oh, man, that is gross. Okay. So now we probably just go like... What's Abbot of Carol Keep too? I just gotta remember what that does. Special exile top card of your library. Okay. Yeah, let's go Brain Maggot. And I'm actually... Okay, so we did draw land. This time, I guess we take, like, Pest Infestation? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't really care about anything else he has because we can just Bowmasters either of his 2 drops next turn, which is just going to be gross. Okay. There we go. That looks right. I don't know why it shows up separately with the that and the adventure. They show up as like 2 different cards in the revealed section. Okay. I still think our play here is just going to be Bowmasters. Kill the Shield Breaker. Attack for 1. So our team is currently down 3-4. Somebody is through their 3rd round, so we're going to have to win, and our other teammate's going to have to win. Let's see, actually. Oh, wait, no, we need a sweep for the win? Alright, somebody said we need a sweep for the win. Okay, so I don't actually know what's going on. Either way, we have to win. That much is basically guaranteed. Abbot of Carol Keep. Acceptable. Primal Hunger. Okay. Sure. Okay, so we just know he has Thundermaw and 1 other card in his hand. Okay, okay. What's going on? Come on. Deluge, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. I accept that. That's okay. Oh my gosh, this is going to be gross. Okay, so 1 damage to that. I guess we can do 1 more damage to it if we want to be safe to make sure it doesn't like play an instant for a single red mana, and the rest 5 are gonna go to him. What's going on? Come on. Oh, man. 1 moment. I will unpause it when we get going again. Alright, I think we're back. Okay, so we have 2 triggers going to him. Or to the abbot. And then the rest are going to go to him. And then we're going to attack him for a stupid amount of damage. And we drew, I didn't even talk about what we drew. We drew Thoughtseize again. So gross. Picture doesn't have anything good still. What a great draw. Thoughtseize Swamp. Sick. Alright, well, that was game 1. Sick. Alright, again, there's probably going to be no sideboarding, and we'll hop into game 2. Let's go. Alright. We are on the draw. We'll see how far Ragavan can get us this game. If he plays a 2-drop, we're probably in trouble. But if he doesn't play a 2-drop, or if we draw, I don't know, any number of Swamp or something. Thoughtseize. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I really think that it's as simple as if he plays a 2-drop, we lose. And if he doesn't play a 2-drop, I think we're okay. But we'll see. No. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can draw to do with that this turn, unfortunately. No. And now we are in trouble. Guess we play Swamp. Because I guess next turn, theoretically, if he doesn't play anything, we can draw a land and Otawara the Emperor Shieldbreaker. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. How's my team doing? No updates. I guess that means no one's lost yet. This is probably a bad greedy keep. But Wasteland is also just gross in general, so. Fast Bond. Okay. Crucible of Worlds. Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't have Strip Mine, so. Oh, okay. Calm down. Yeah, this is not going well. I would say. All right. Okay, Swamp. He's no card in hand, so Thoughtseize does nothing. Otawara bounces something. I mean, I guess we'll just pass. Can't attack. That said, I mean, this is a game where we could stabilize. It's not like he's that far ahead of us. He's no cards in hand. Oh. Oh, we'll see what he plays here. Okay. I guess I could have just cast auto or done auto aura there, but I didn't. I can't explain why, but I didn't. So we take 6 here. So I mean, what we can do now is like, okay. I don't love this, but I think something along the lines of like Shallow Grave, get Ragapon back. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, on to game 3. That was embarrassing. On to game 3. All right, here we are for the round 3, game 3. Apparently, both of my teammates lost, so we were actually down 2-6, which means we have lost the draft and then some. So I'm just playing for pride at this point. But this looks like a so solid hand. And we'll see what happens. Needs a little bit of help. Needs, reanimate stuff. But we'll get there, maybe. I think the key is just to not play any lands that can get wastelanded. He also mulled to 6, which is never a sight that I am sad to see. Jace is not bad either. I think we're just going to play the Suspicious Stowaway, though, and then if he doesn't play a 2-drop, then we get to start drawing a card every turn. Although, I'm sure he will. We can then Concealing Curtains next turn. Yeah, okay, so somebody went 0-3, and I'm 1-1, and my other teammate's 1-2. Yeah, so... Oh, he stripped mine too. Okay. Well, the good news is that means that the Stowaway is likely to flip. So I'm actually cool with that, as crazy as that sounds. Ooh, and that's a good draw. Okay. Alright. So I guess he doesn't want us looking at his hand quite yet. Is that the thing? Yeah, so Crucible of Worlds like destroys us. Run in 6 would be gross. I mean, anything that lets him get that strip mine back would be really bad, but we are drawing 2 cards a turn. So, alright, now there's the combo right there. So next turn we get Atraxa down. Assuming he doesn't destroy the swamp. Or kill Jace. Jite. That is acceptable. Cliffs, and now we get to go Vampiric Tutor too. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. Zoom. Let's get Fallen Shinobi over Grave Titan, I think. Oh, actually, no, wait, we went Shielded. I didn't see Shielded. Shieldred, Swamp, Shallow Grave, Toxic Deluge. Yeah, cool. And attack for 2, draw a card. And cast Vampiric. And get, like, Time Twister for the win. Sick. I think we just want time twister. Yeah. Alright, your go. Looks like we will end up going 2-1. Unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. We could have done better. I think I just played so sloppily in that second match. I think, if I remember, game 1 was the one that I just lost because I was just playing so sloppy. And that's on me. Okay, explore. I'm okay seeing that. Alright, Wasteland. Go to the cliffs. Okay. Keeps me from casting Shoulder next turn. It's actually not horrible. Alright, and then now we go Atraxa, Suspicious Stowaway. Okay, draw and discard. I don't even know that we... Jeez. Okay. Let's just discard Consecrated Sphinx. We just don't need it. And I guess we can go like... Jace. And Exhume again. Looking good, looking good. We got some good stuff going on. And I haven't seen a Wrath from him, so feeling okay about this. Alright, and there we go. An easy 2-1. Unfortunately, our team still lost the draft, but that's alright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace. See you later.